DRAM makers are being sued. Kaby Lake X won't be around for much longer. Thank you. Microsoft just launched their newest Windows 10 update and savings. Stay tuned. Welcome back to GamerMeld. If you like the channel, consider donating as little as $1 a month on Patreon. And now to the news. DRAM manufacturers Samsung, Micron, and SK Hynix have a class action lawsuit filed against them for alleged collusion on price-fixing RAM. The plaintiff is being represented by the law firm Hagens Berman, who did settle on a case against some of the DRAM market for $300 million in the past. According to the lawsuit, the companies agreed to limit the supply of RAM to raise prices starting back in July 2016 and ending in February 2018. As of yet, this is just an allegation, so we'll have to wait for a verdict, but this could at least be something to help bring down the rising costs of RAM moving forward, given these allegations are correct. Plus, if you purchase RAM during this time, you may end up getting compensation. Just make sure to subscribe to GamerMeld to stay caught up on these stories. Next up, it looks like Intel now thinks the addition of a 4-core 4-thread CPU to their so-called enthusiast line of chips may have been just as bad of an idea as everyone else thought when they were announced. Kaby Lake X, the 4-core 4-thread i5 and 4-core 8-thread i7 have apparently done quite poorly in sales since Intel is officially giving the chips an end-of-life status, not even a year after their release. Apparently, the buy this horrible CPU a few months before we bring far better ones for way less wasn't a good sales pitch. Well, that and the buy this now just to upgrade later, making your original purchase like throwing cash down a garbage disposal didn't really resonate with customers. Their discontinuation program begins May 7th, with orders ceasing on November 30th of this year. Next up for today, Microsoft officially launched their April Windows 10 update yesterday, requiring a manual update to receive, with a more widespread launch coming on the 9th of this month. The new update comes with a host of new features, from easier Bluetooth and Wi-Fi sharing to a pretty interesting one Microsoft calls Timeline, which lets you look back through all of your apps and files based on when you use them, similar to your history in a web browser. So no more spending hours looking for a document that was saved in a folder you didn't know existed. There's that and plenty more, so make sure to check out the download link in the description below. Lastly, we have a deal, which I'm thinking of doing something along the lines of a deal of the day, but more of when I post a news video, which is really about every other day. You get what I mean. If you like the idea, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. For today's deal, while it's not much to save, it's on a piece of hardware that's already a great bang for your buck. Everyone's favorite APU, the Ryzen 5 2400G, which is $10 off at Newegg with the code EMCPUPE25. Yep, that's a mouthful, but it takes the processor down to $153.99. So while that does it for today, let me know what you thought of the news. Excited at the possibility of getting your hands on cheaper RAM? Or what about the April update that made it to April by the skin of its teeth? Let me know down in the comments below.